What a beautiful day. Spring is finally here. Oh, hey. Hi, guys. My name is Amber, and I'm one of the naturalists with the Forest Preserve District of Kane County. And I love all of the transitions that this season brings. The birds are migrating back, the wildflowers are blooming, and one of my favorites, the frogs are calling. There are several forest preserves that you can go to find frogs, but before we go out and start looking for them, let's learn a little bit about them. For instance, where have they been all winter long? Well, they've been inactive, buried deep in the mud in the different bodies of water. They have this antifreeze in their blood that keeps them from freezing solid. How cool is that? So frogs are amphibians, and the word amphibian means two lives. So what that means for our frogs is that they spend the first part of their lives in the water, and then they'll go through their metamorphosis and spend the second part of their lives on land. So what is metamorphosis? Metamorphosis is a term that we use for a frog's life cycle. What does that look like? Well, frogs start off as an egg. And their eggs are jelly-like masses that can range from hundreds to thousands. And from the eggs hatch out tadpoles. And tadpoles have tails and gills that make them perfect for an aquatic lifestyle. From the tadpoles come the froglets. And froglets are starting to develop their legs. And after the froglets, we have our adult frogs. And this is where we've lost our tail and have fully developed legs, lungs, and tympanums, which are their eardrums. Well, now that we've learned a thing or two about our frogs, let's see if there's any that are inhabiting this pond. Oh! There are 18 species of frogs in Illinois. The most well-known species would be the bullfrog. Bullfrogs are the largest species of frog that we have. Their metamorphosis can take up to 2 years, and they get their name because they actually sound like a bull or a cow mooing. The American toad is not technically a species of frog, it's more like a cousin. Their bumpy skin is more resistant to dehydration, so we can find them more often in damp soils rather than directly in water. To defend themselves, they have 2 poison glands behind their eyes. Their call sounds like a high-pitched trill. The gray tree frog is a fascinating species. This is due to their several adaptations. They can change color from gray to green, and they also have sticky discs on their fingers that allow them to climb up trees and the sides of buildings. Their call sounds like a high-pitched bark. Frogs are an important indicator species, and what that means is they tell us how healthy our water systems are. Because they have very absorbent skin, they cannot handle pollution. So if you hear an abundance of frogs calling, that means your waterways are very healthy. But if you have not a lot of frogs calling, then that might indicate that there's a source of pollution nearby in your waterways. Let's see if we can find any around here. The northern leopard frog is one of the first frogs to emerge in the spring. They have a greenish-yellow color with spots all over their body, just like a leopard. Some say that their sound or their call is like rubbing your finger on a balloon. Thanks for joining me today, and be sure to check out a local forest preserve to celebrate the changing seasons with our amphibian friends.